Yeah. Hello. We're going to realize a 7 segment display using the Arduino microcontroller. So the Arduino microcontroller has an advantage as compared to the CD4511. With the Arduino microcontroller, you can display much more characters, unlike the CD4511, which can display only decimal digits. So let us go. So here I will enter Tinkercad so that we can go to the platform where we can realize this 7 segment display using the Arduino microcontroller. So what I'm doing right now is the normal process as we do in the CD4511. So what I do is that Tinkercad in I enter Tinkercad in Google, and then I choose the first one that comes, Tinkercad, create 3D digital designs and online card. So I just enter that, and then it gets me to the Tinkercad platform. So here I choose circuit, and when I choose circuit, I go to create new circuit. So that is what I do. So when you come here, you just come and search for your component. So the first component I'm going to search for is the Arduino microcontroller. So I'll just enter over here Arduino. So the Arduino microcontroller pops up, and the Arduino microcontroller that I'm going to use is the Arduino Uno R3. Okay, so I have that one, and then I'll go on to choose the next element that I'm going to need. So that is going to be the 7 segment. So I'll just enter 7 segment. Okay, let me wait. Let me get it working. As my computer is slowing down a little bit. Okay, I got it. Okay, so 7 segment. I just draw it to the platform, and then that is it. Okay, so now I am going to be doing my connections. Okay, I'm going to be doing my connections. So I can just start here, do a random connection. All right, so just do some random connections. All right, okay, I think it's going. All right, it's going. Yeah, we're getting. Yeah, great. And and then I have the common over here. If you should move your cursor on the 7 segment display, the upper part, you're gonna see something called common. Okay, I think this is A, and then there's supposed to be. Okay, here we go. This is a common. Okay, this is a common that I've been searching for. Okay, the common is supposed to go to the common is supposed to go to your ground. All right. So I'm getting a hard time picking this common. Okay, let me pick ground from here, and then bring it here and search. Yeah, to the common. Okay, I think I got it. All right. And then over here too, let me look for the ground. There's a ground over here, and the ground is supposed to go to common. Okay, the ground is supposed to go to common. So let me just paste it there. All right, and then this one, let me just continue with the connection as I was doing it previously. All right, so it's gonna go here. All right, and then it's gonna go here. Okay, and then it's gonna go here. Oh my. Okay. Okay, so I think we have some random connections. Okay, so now let's see how it's going to go. Let's start simulation and see what we're going to get. Okay, see, nothing is being displayed on a 7 segment display, chiefly because the Arduino controller cannot operate a 7 segment display without a program. So let's go and search for a program. So I'll go and search for a program. I go to Google. There are so many programs, Arduino programs on Google. So I'll just search for one of them. So I'll just type 7 segment display. Okay, I'll just type 7 segment Arduino code. So I'll find one of the samples of the 7 segment Arduino code, and then I'll implement it for my circuit, and I think it's gonna work. So when I scroll down here, I look for a program. I think, okay, I'm looking for a program that I can copy. All right, a program that I can copy. Okay, I think I just found one. I think I can copy this program. All right, so when I come here, what I see here is copy the code. So I just click on copy the code, and then I come here. So let me just type on code, type on code. All right. So when I type on code, I see block. I'll change the block here, and then I'll change it into text. Okay. So I'll go to continue. All right. So I'll go to continue, and then I see, come on. Okay, so I see some previous codes over here. I'll just delete that one, and then I'll paste the new code that I just copied. All right, good. So now let me see, start my simulation again and see what I'm going to get. Okay. Okay. I'm still not getting anything. I think there's something that is wrong with my connections somewhere. So I'll just do my connections once again. All right. I'll do the connections once again. All right. All right. Okay. Don't worry. We're gonna be over this. All right. So whenever you move it on the 7 segment, you see a common. A common is supposed to go to ground. So first, let me do that. So I put it to the ground. So that there's a common both at the opposite side of the 7 segment. Another common at the top part also, just as it was at the down. So I give that one also to the ground. All right. Now the remaining pins on the 7 segment, what I do is that I'll just give them randomly. I'll just give them, okay, always make sure that the 7 segment, you change it from anode to cathode. That is so important. If you don't do it that way, it's not gonna work out. Okay, so I think this one is worrying me. All right, okay, so now it can show up. So I can give it to randomly, like let's say 2, okay, randomly, okay, so there we go, randomly, okay, so randomly, okay, all right, so randomly, okay, so randomly, all right, okay, so randomly. I want to shape this a little bit, okay, all right, so let's see, randomly, I just want to be first, okay, so let's see, randomly, okay, so randomly, so randomly, okay, so now let's start our simulation and see. Okay, we're getting some random numbers. So here, here is because of our grounding. This red, red, red star with yellow outline that we're getting here is because of our ground. We didn't use a resistor so that it will reduce the current that is flowing between the Arduino microcontroller and then the 7 segment displays. Like one needs a lower current as compared to the other. All right. So basically you can see some numbers that are changing over here. But that is not what we want our program to, or that's not how we want our program to behave, or that's not how we want our display to behave. We want it to be much more regular, like it can start from the beginning, 0, and then the numbers will progress 1, 2, 3, like that. So I will delete this one. I'll stop my simulation and then delete it, and then make my connections as it appears in the code. Okay, as it appears in the code. I'm just going to show you very soon. So let's look at the code that we're using. So when we take a look at this particular code that we're using, what we can see is that we can see that from this part onwards, okay, you see that A, B, C, D, E, F, G, D, P, okay, those are the numbers on the 7 segment display, and they should correspond with these numbers on the Arduino microcontroller, which are 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, okay, and then 9 correspondingly. Okay, so we have to make sure that these connections are exactly, okay, that they do match, that the connections on the microcontroller and then the connections on the Arduino, the connections on the microcontroller, the Arduino microcontroller, and then the connections on the display do match. That is, to A will match to pin 8, B will match to pin 7, C will match to pin 6, D will match to pin 5, E will match to pin 4, and so on and so forth. So let us do that. All right. And then, so that because we don't want to get that red star that we formerly got, which indicates an imbalance in the current or the voltage, we're going to use a resistor in our grounding also. So I'll type over here a resistor. So a resistor, okay. So I'll just type a resistor. Okay, resistor pops up over here. I'll just take it and I'll drop it. And you can just use the rotating button, okay, to rotate it. All right, that's good. So now I can just copy this one and then I can just come and paste it because I'm going to need 2 resistors because there are 2 groundings in this particular case. All right, good. So now this one, what I can do is I can take it here. All right, then I can give it to the ground. So where is the ground? Oh my, escape it. So I can give it to the ground. Where is the ground? Okay, this is the ground. Great. So here we go. Just wanna push it. Okay. Okay. So from that ground to the resistor, then it's going straight to the common. All right, straight to the common. I want to raise it up this way so that it will be nicely arranged. Okay. Oh my. Okay. So now pin A. So this is pin A. Pin A is going to pin 8 as it appears in our program. That's great. All right. So we just have to do it that way. All right. It's just gonna take a little bit while to finish all these connections, but don't worry. We're gonna be we're gonna be over it very soon. So B is going to pin 7. So just make it straight away. All right. Okay. So C is going to. So the moment you pop the moment you move your mouse on the display, the moment you move your mouse on the 7-segment display, the particular pin is going to pop up. Okay. So this is pin. So this is pin C. Okay. So you see that it pops up. All right. If you want to do with any unwanted line, you just press escape. Okay. Or you can click on the line and then click on delete. Okay. So, okay. So here is going to pin 6. All right. Okay. Because, okay, let me just move it. All right. All right. Okay. Before, let me just connect my ground here. Okay. Let me just connect my ground here. So, where is ground? Okay, this is ground. All right. Okay, so let me just straight away. Is it? Okay, no problem. Let's just move it. So the ground is going to the common here. All right, it goes to the common. All right, so let's just move it down to make it nicer. All right. I don't really like this line, so let me just show. All right, good. Okay, so just want to make it perfect like that. Okay, good. to the ground. All right. Okay, so let's go to pin D. Okay, let's see, this is pin D. So pin D is going straight to pin 5. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is pin E. So pin E is going straight to pin 4. All right. Okay, so now let's go to pin F. Then after pin E, we come to pin F. Let's go to pin 3. Okay. So the connections on your 7-segment display, the pins on your 7-segment display must match the pins on your Arduino microcontroller as you have indicated or defined in your program. Okay, so I am doing it as it's been defined in the program. So you can just check the program and then make sure that the two are corresponding with respect to the connections. Okay, like if pin A on your 7-segment display is supposed to go to pin 8 on the Arduino microcontroller, you make sure you do it accordingly. All right, so that you get a desired output. Okay, now we have the DP here, which means decimal point. It goes straight to pin 9, so we just use it. All right, so I can just pull it down. Okay, pull it. Okay, let's say pull it down. Okay, that's good. All right, so now I think our connections are over. Let's start our simulation and see. All right, so you can see that now our simulations are so much what? They're so much as expected. It starts from 0 and then it progresses to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so much what? So much as expected. Okay, so this is the best way to do it. Make sure that your connections on your 7-segment display matches with your connections on your Arduino microcontroller. Okay, the connections must match as you have indicated in the program. Okay, so you can see that from the program, this is your these are your defined what pins. So make sure that the pins on your the pins 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 9 are the pins on the Arduino microcontroller, and the pins on the 7-segment display are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and DP. So make sure that these pins correspond as they are indicated in the program, okay? And then you can go through the program to be able to understand it. That here, for example, if I want 0 or if I want 0 to appear, then that means that these are the LEDs that are supposed to be on 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 0. Okay, so this is defined for all the outputs, or for all the so this is defined for every particular letter that I want to see on my display. Okay, so if you want it for 1, then you have to make sure that you define it this way, that all other ones will be 0 except what 1 1. So please go through the program and understand it. It's very easy, and I believe you can do it. All right. So whenever you do it with the Arduino microcontroller, you can display much more characters. Okay, so here you can see that even alphabets are being displayed. Unlike the CD4511, when you do it with that one, what happens is that you can just have only decimal digits displaying, and you will not gonna have alphabets displaying, or other numbers aside the decimal digits displaying. This is because the CD4511 is already pre-programmed to display only digital digits, okay? But with the Arduino microcontroller, you can program it to suit any kind of character that you want to have it displayed. Okay, so that will be about it for this particular class. Enjoy your time. Make sure you practice it, and then you get a output as expected. Thank you. Goodbye.